1983 especially, and I'm sure you like it this year. That's important for you. But I tell you also from 1983, I know the end of the race and I know the drama with El Holbert with the doors, when we lose the doors and so on. But I never know at the moment. That's normally a good thing, because then the practice and the race before, the 22 hours, was really in line. We have no trouble, we have no special things. That's normally a good thing for a race.
Right.
When you don't know something, then it was good.
Yeah, for sure.
And so, if you will have more details about the week, what we do, and with Hurley and with El Holbert and Vern Chupin and so, and more story is difficult, because if it was fine, you have no story.
Yeah, and I'm just personally interested in the '83 race because you were sort of the underdog, and
It was all greenhorns
yeah,
in the car.
Yeah.
Only one was the old one.
yeah, it was sort of like the mentality that Walter likes.
And
you
we
know,
don't need so much fuel as a Chucky X, because my driver was a little bit slow. And slow means normally you don't need so much fuel, because you don't need so much horsepower.
Right.
And horsepower is fuel and blah blah blah. So can you tell it before?
You know, it may be that this, like for example, all the information here. So I have so far. Let's see. Today is the 20th. Oh, why is my watch behind? Because today's the 20th, not the 19th.
Today it's the 19.
It
Ah,
is.
the 20. The 20.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Tomorrow is the 21.
Right.
For sure.
So anyway, I have a lot of written pages here. So as I said, I think what's really the most important, you know, in the last 4 or 5 days, I've thought, well, since I got here on Tuesday, I've thought more and more about the approach of the story. It shouldn't be a story like a novel or something like this. I think because that information already exists out there. Everyone already knows who won the race, how many championships were run, how many. That's, I mean, you can find that stuff.
Yeah.
What I'm interested in is the stuff that no one would ever know, whatever you know, and what how apart you know, a piece of the car was developed because it had this problem,
I know.
and then that's that kind of
Or,
stuff.
for example, what we happened in '83, that in the night at 4 o'clock, I made my calculation in my small book, for example, and I see I have a minus of 30 liters or 20 liters of fuel, you remember?
Yep.
And I see Norbert Singer have, with the top car, we have minus 50, and if you calculate cool and clean, then you know he never can win, because he cannot go high speed. He cannot go very quick times, because then you go more and more to minus, and then you never see the finish. So you must go back, and you must go down with a boost, and you must make a lot of shit things to come back to zero. And so for me it was much easier, because I have only a minus of 20, and so with my drivers it was much easier to come back to zero. So it was clear, when Singer go fast, I go fast. When Singer goes slow, I go slow. But I have always a gap of 30 liters, and we go down. And so it was clear for me, normally, when I make my normal job and we don't have trouble, we win the race, and Norbert have no chance to beat my car. But in the same moment, Singer was in this time the heroes for me, the big boss and the
Yeah.
big guy.
Yeah.
He make fantastic things, so I look always up to Norbert Singer.
Yeah.
And so it was clear, normally I'm a greenhorn, I have the, we say, worst driver from all, and it's not possible that I win. That's not what Porsche like, and that's not what Norbert like. So it was clear. I go to him and they say, what can I do? In the normal condition, you have no chance to beat me. And it's clear the number one must win, or number two, not what number three, the loser car. So
The loser car.
yeah. So I go to him and will hear what give me an ID. What can I do? That car number one from Norbert Singer go back to the top because he makes the main job. He hits a Jaguar all the time or whatever. I don't know what's a Jaguar or the Peugeot. That's not the point. He gave a lot of substance, you know.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so for me was clear that's normally the winner. But it was not clear what can I do to bring my car behind him. Okay, I can stop, I can go in the pit and make a lunch or something like that.
Right.
But that was not what Porsche do. So I go to him and say, you cannot win when we don't have a strategy to bring my car behind. You have no chance legal-wise to win. He said, what? I say, yeah, you look, I'm by minus 20 and you are by minus 50 and whatever you do, I do the same, but you are not in the finish. Maybe I'm also not in the finish, but you never can catch me with speed because you need some filter and then you go more to minus and you need minus 50. So I say, huh? Yeah, but we are here for racing, not for children's game or something like that. I never know the word exact, but
Yeah.
it looks a little bit in this way. You say, we are racing here. What you think? We make a joke or what? It's racing. You go and we race. But I see then when I walk back to my position in the pit lane, I say go in to Mr. Falk and look. Falk have all three cars and one table, and he go back and then he see, and so on. I know we speak about that, and
Yeah.
he was not the idiot. After 5 minutes or 2 minutes, both was clear. The fucking Holland have right. You can do what you like. It was 10 hours to go.
Yeah.
And I can always make the reaction what he do and what I like. So also with a bad Warsaw driver, I can make the speed, and so it was clear. I win the race. That was a highlight.
If the car
And,
mechanically is
it
okay.
was a highlight in the night, and was clear the result of the race. And then the story it's coming with Holbert